I know everybody is tired of seeing this sneaker, but hear me out. What's going on, guys? We are back with another YouTube video, and today we have a very special video for you guys. There is some serious controversy going on about these sneakers right here that just dropped. Let me explain. Before we get into this, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post, because I do post a lot. Also, Black Friday coming up. This is the only chance you guys are gonna get to buy this mocha tee. So be ready for Black Friday. I'm telling you, it is gonna be crazy, and you better get on there and get them while you can. I only made a handful, okay? That mocha's crazy. Wait. Woo! Okay, now let's get into it. Okay, so the Jordan 1 Lost and Founds. This is what everybody's been talking about. This is everybody's sneaker of the year, most people anyway. The Jordan 1 Lost and Found is the hottest thing since sliced bread, okay? Everybody wants this sneaker. And there was rumored to be around 500,000 pairs or 800,000 pairs. I don't even know, but there was supposed to be so many pairs that these were gonna be like the new Panda Dunks. And everybody was excited about that. I was excited about that. I love the Chicagos. I have both of these. I have the Lost and Founds, and I got a little special one over here that's off the camera right now that I'm gonna get into in a sec. But I was ready. I was ready for these things to release and have everybody and their grandma have them. And everybody's like,
well, they're gonna be the new Panda Dunk.
That's cool. That's cool for me. If I can get this shoe for 200 bucks, I'm there. I don't care about the hype. I don't care if everybody has them. I'll buy these for $200 all day long. But no, that didn't happen. When I say this was the worst sneaker release probably ever, I mean that. Absolutely, like, nobody hit on these. On sneakers, on any of the sites. So many people backdoored. I have a really funny story about the whole backdoor thing too that I know that happened here. So I want to get into that in just a sec. But these, nobody hit on these. Everybody was backdooring these. This was like the craziest sneaker release we have ever seen. The Nike app was literally like shut down for most people. Nobody could even get a chance to enter for these. The worst sneaker release of all time. And let me explain. So there was supposed to be all these pairs, right? 500,000 pairs, a million pairs, whatever, right? You could buy them for less money before they dropped than after they dropped. How does that make sense? It just, everything about this release was just not it. It was not it. Yeah, I'm from Kansas City, for those of you who don't know. Here in Kansas City, there was actually a news article written about this release here in Kansas City, because what happened was one of the sneaker stores here, I'm not gonna say the name. Well, okay, I'll say it. One of the sneakers here was actually a City Gear, which is owned by Hibbett Sports, for those who don't know. They did a raffle for these, okay? So you enter in on the app like 1 or 2 days before the release. You claim your pair. If you don't claim them, then it goes to the next person. And then the day they release, you pull up to the store when the store opens and you get your pair, right? You reserve your pair. Bro, this City Gear in Kansas City literally backdoored every single pair in their inventory, and they closed down shop. The store did not open when these shoes released. The store was not open. There's a whole article about it. I'll try to pop it up on the screen. But there was people that drove 6 hours away to come get this sneaker that they won for retail on reserve, and they never opened the doors. They never opened up. Like, the store just was closed for the day of this release. So every single person that hit on these through the City Gear app or Hibbett Sports app didn't get their pair. Every single pair was backdoored, or the employees took it and sold it for themselves. Like, what? What are we doing? And then another thing that happened here in Kansas City, this was also insane. There was a sneaker store that just opened up. It was a JD Sports. It just opened up in Kansas City. We don't have JD Sports. We don't have a whole lot of them out here, and they just opened a new one. And they opened on the day of release for these Jordan 1 Lost and Founds. Bro, the store opened at 9 o'clock in the morning. There was people camping out because they were first come, first serve. They did not do an app raffle, or they didn't do any of that. It was first come, first serve on the store opening. The store opened on the day that these released, and they had pairs. There was people there at 9 p.m. the night before, 12 hours before. And in Kansas City, it was 10 degrees Fahrenheit. People were lined up freezing to get this shoe, okay? There was like 70 people lined up outside of this store to get their hands on the Lost and Founds in the freezing cold out here. For people to not get pairs and then strike out on the sneakers app and strike out on every app ever. And now, after the release, these things are going up in price. Instead of them dropping in price, usually when a sneaker drops, everybody gets their pairs in the mail 3-4 days after the drop. The mailman drops them off, and then everybody dumps their pair on StockX, Go, Grail, sale, eBay, whatever, you name it, and the price goes down when everybody dumps their pairs. Since the release, these are only going up because nobody hit on them. Everybody thought this was going to be easy. Everybody thought there was going to be a million pairs of these made. Everybody's going to get their hands on them. No, these shoes are going up every single day after the release. It doesn't make sense. And for somebody like me who actually loves this shoe, and this is an absolute grail to me, I love the Chicagos. I just showed you guys I have every pair. It was a nightmare for people like me, okay? It was. Like, just nothing made sense. Everything about this is making me lose faith in the sneakers app, okay? And this is actually breaking news as of right now. A bunch of accounts are posting that Nike is requesting retailers to send back the leftover pairs so that they can re-raffle them again. So a lot of the times what happens is the pairs that don't get claimed at like Foot Locker, Champs, Foot Action, stuff like that, the pairs that don't get claimed a few days after the release, they will put them out first come first served to whoever wants them. Now Nike is requesting them back so they can run back another raffle on them, which is, it doesn't make sense. This release was an absolute show. And since I have both pairs here, I just wanted to show you guys two. A lot of people think that the Lost and Found Jordan 1 is actually made after the 1985 pair, but in my opinion and a lot of other people's opinion, it is based after the 1994 pair, which I just so happen to have right here. And I think this is really, really cool. And just how spot on the Lost and Found pair is comparable to the 1994 or 1995 pair. It's actually crazy. So the first thing, a lot of people were complaining about this, but I think it's kind of cool. The cracked leather on the toe box and on the side panels of the Lost and Found, I think it's really, really cool. And I think it's a really, really cool touch. And this is an actual sail color. It's not a icy white color, which compares a lot to the 1994 pair, which is really cool. When you look at the toe box here, you can see how that cracked leather actually compares to a worn pair of 1994s. I think this is actually really, really cool. And this is how they were able to give it that aged look with that cracked leather. I think it's really, really cool. And then moving on to the tongue tag, I think this is also really, really cool. These tags are almost identical, literally almost identical. And that aged tongue as well. Once again, it is a sail or cream, not an icy white. I think it's super, super cool. And they were spot on with that. Now, they did take a few pieces from the 1985 pair. As you can see, the 94 pair does not have a cracked liner. They use different leather on this versus the 1995 pair that has that cracking extremely bad due to the leather that they actually used for the production. I guess you could say they took inspiration from the 85 pair, not the 94 pair, which is actually really, really cool. And that swoosh has that bigger retro shape. I absolutely love that. I think this is amazing that they use that bigger like retro style swoosh. I love that a lot. I'm so glad they did that. And then lacing the shoe like this, that's literally how they would do it back in 1985, 1994. I love that they did that little touch right there. It's cool. And I don't need to explain the box. I know everybody has already seen the whole story behind these, where they get the Lost and Found term from. Like, I'm not gonna get into that because everybody has done that. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was kind of all over the place, but you know, that's just how I make my videos. They're kind of all over the place. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post, because I do post a lot. Black Friday, don't forget, do not sleep. These are gonna go quick. I'm also restocking the pepper and the forest green, so be ready for that. Black Friday, I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on this. Get on the site right when it drops. And before we wrap up this video, let me know in the comments, is the Lost and Found Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagined, whatever you want to call it, is that sneaker of the year? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!